Hi everyone, today I'm interviewing Duhamel Quispe Medina, a recent graduate in food engineering. He's going to tell us about his journey, challenge, and what it's like to start a career in the food and technology industry. Let's get started with the interview. Hello, teacher. I'm going to interview one person who is now working in the food and technology industry. The goal of this interview is to learn more about their professional journey, including their inspirations, challenges, and key experience to better understand what it takes to succeed in this field. I'm going to ask the first question. What moment or experience first spurred your interest in the world of food and technology?
Well, have you ever wondered how chocolate is made? Have you ever wondered how ice cream works, refrigeration works? Those were questions that I asked myself when I was a child. Actually, it started during a university project I was studying, where I took some food chemistry stuff, and I was fascinated by how precise Oh, how the precision and science come together. I really like how food technology works. For example, how ice cream is a mixture of air, cream, and fat. That's a really impressive thing that helped me choose this career.
Oh, interesting. Okay, continue with the second question is if you could go back to your university days, is there a course or skill you wish you have focused on more?
Well, basically my favorite courses in university or when I was a student were mass transfer, thermodynamics, heat transfer, which
Mhm.
I truly enjoy and now realize were incredible, valuable for the factory or industry I'm working with. Because in chocolate manufacture, we work with mass transfer and heat transfer to dry the cocoa beans, conching, tempering, and where the movement of heat is really important to have a really good quality for chocolate.
Okay, the third question is what part of your current role surprised people the most when you describe your job?
Well, I think most people dream about being in a chocolate factory. Have you watched Willy Wonka, the Willy
Yeah,
Wonka movie? Yeah.
yes, no,
So most people, or everyone likes chocolate. So I think people are surprised by the fact that I work in a chocolate factory. And they are also surprised by how much science and technology is involved in chocolate manufacturing. They think chocolate was easy to make, but that truth is that it's not that easy. There's a lot of physics, chemistry, from crystallization to precise tempering curves.
the temperature is the most
Yeah, the
difficult in
temperature. Yeah,
chocolate. Mhm.
yeah.
Okay. The fourth question is, in the early stage of your career, how did you stay motivated during difficult times?
I reminded myself, even on the toughest days, that I had to learn. I even I was about to drop out of school, but there was a time I traveled to the US and that made me realize how important is food industry, no, how important was the food industry for us, how is and how it will be for us in the future as race. Uh, so that's what keeps me motivated to keep learning and keep improving my yeah, keep improving.
Okay, the fifth question is what unexpected skills has turned out to be incredible, valuable in your daily work?
Well, as you see, one of my skills that has helped me a lot is my English skill, which helped me get the latest information. I know about the latest news, the new technology that I can apply to the industry I'm working right now. And also the sensory analysis. I never imagined how critical my palate would become because of this. I am able to detect some substances that I couldn't before, so that's one of my skills that really helped me.
Okay. Okay. The sixth question is how do you stay updated with the rapid innovations in the food industry?
I follow some scientists on social media. For example, I used LinkedIn, which is a
Okay.
really famous social media for
Mhm.
people who are looking for an employment or following the new or the latest information in every field around the world. I also follow journals, article, podcasts, and I really like to read. I really like to read a lot on internet or web pages.
In what page? Sorry.
For example, I use a lot. I forgot. Sevier. I There
Okay.
was one more side food,
Okay. Think
and
I heard
also
of science food.
science food. That's another is. I really like to download books, basically. Yep.
Mhm.
Elsevier, yeah, food journal and stuff
Okay.
like that.
Continue with the seventh question is can you share a project or achievement in your career that made you feel especially proud?
One project I'm especially proud of is my undergraduate thesis, which was focused on freeze drying chickpeas. It was a
Mm.
technically challenging project because it combined uh, principles of mass transfer, thermodynamics, food quality, food preservation, and my goal was to retain nutritional quality of chickpea while improving the shelf life. I mean, I created a product who lasts for a long time, basically. Chickpea.
Oh, okay. The eighth question is what has been the most exciting or unusual product or process you've worked with?
Well, I've been involved in high fiber cookies development made out of mm, chocolate byproducts like cocoa shells.
Yeah.
I created cookies high in fiber, and I also created a product similar to Nutella. Do you know Nutella?
Yes.
I tried to create a similar product using cocoa powder and some additional things, but it didn't work. I couldn't pull it off. So, yeah, the exciting project was the cookies. I'm still innovating a lot.
Okay. The ninth question is if you could change one thing about how the food industry operates today, what would it be and why?
Nowadays, one of the industries that pollutes more or the most is food industry. So what I would change is how food industry addresses the contribution to global warming. Uh, this sector is responsible for a significant share of greenhouse gases emissions, deforestation, agriculture, water waste. For example, the milk industry waste has a lot of water waste, basically, and the food industry has both the power and the obligation to be a leader in the fight against climate change.
Well, that's interesting. Okay, continue with the final question is what legacy or impact would you like to leave in the food industry by the end of your career?
Well, I'd like to be remembered as someone who contributed to building a
Mhm.
more sustainable, innovating, and responsible food industry. Um, and I wanna also encourage the new generation of food engineers like you to create a new future for us. I want my work to contribute to a food system that's healthier and for people and that's healthier for people and for our planet too. That,
Okay,
that's all.
okay. Thank you for sharing your journey and insights. It was a pleasure learning more about your experience in the food and technology industry.
Hi, thanks to you, Solange.
Okay, bye. Thank
Bye
you.
bye.